Hello there everybody, this is a new video and this one is kind of mathematics. Well, it's not complicated at all, but this is a short damage test for 3 different weapons in the game right now. You can see the date where I don't know if patches in the future will change anything to this, but this is as of 22 of February 2018, and I tested 3 different weapons. And please take into account that this is only counting damage per shot, so it's not about DPS, it's only damage per shot, so you can't really take anything from this if you are looking for the most damage in a certain period of time for a weapon. But I tested the AK-47 TC Electro because this was a very strong weapon and they nerfed it, if I'm correct, and so I wanted to try it out again and see if everything is still good with this gun or if it is absolute garbage right now. And if you, as you might know, the P90 got buffed in terms of damage, so it got much stronger, and this was why I wanted to figure out how good it is right now. And also I tested the MP7A1. It's just nothing has changed there, but you know, it's an all-time good weapon, and so it's just like, you know, some kind of reference if you want to say so. So let me go through this chart. Let's talk about the AK-47 TC Electro. So this is the region where I shot, and this is the amount of damage it caused to the enemy player. So this is in hit points, this is calculated in hit points, so 3.4 means 3.4 hit points. And as you might know, a character has 10 hit points if he's at full HP, so you can calculate how many shots you would need to kill someone with it. So if he has a full HP, of course. So if you shot to the upper body with the AK-47 TC Electro, you would cause 3.4 HP damage, and this would in conclusion take you 2.9 shots to finish someone off with full HP. Of course you can't really do 2.9 shots with a gun, so you would have to do 3, of course. But that's just the you know, the exact result. So this is the belly, it's the same damage there. So the upper body is more like, you know, between the neck and between the belly, and the belly is you know what the belly is. So okay, it's the same damage here, so you would need the same amount of shots. And I don't know this word, it's tight, tie or whatever it's called. It's the upper part of the leg basically. So you have 2 major parts of your leg which are separated by your knee, and this is the upper part of your leg. I hope this word is correct. It's from Google Translation, and you know, you can't trust it. So it's the same damage there, you would need 2.9 shots. The forearm is a little bit less damage, of course. I'm not perfectly aware of every hitbox a character model has in Warrock, so I just tested, like, you know, some parts. I don't know if there's a difference between the forearm and the upper arm or whatever, but I assume it's not that in depth in Warrock. So the forearm took 2.9 HP damage, which would need 3.4 shots to finish someone off, which translates to 4 shots in total, of course. Then we have the butt, which is 3.4 again, so it's like it's the same hitbox: upper body, belly, tight and butt, and you would need 2.9 shots to finish someone off. And the head, and this is amazing for a full automatic weapon, is 9.8 HP damage. This was quite, I was quite surprised by this high amount, which is almost an insta-kill. So if he just took some damage from a grenade or whatever, you can just, with a headshot, one-shot him. So there's a one which technically shouldn't be a one-shot to kill. This is STK, shot to kill, because he rounds. So there you can see, if I add some more, you know what I mean. So if he's very accurate, you would need 1.020 for one shots in the head. So, and this all translates to an average damage per shot. I calculated it. I took the sum of all those and divided it by 6, because at 6, so I have an average, I've calculated an average damage per shot, which is 4.38, which is crazily high for this weapon, but take into account that it mainly comes from the headshot with 9.8 HP damage, which is insane for an automatic weapon. So this is a very, very high average damage per shot. But keep in mind, it's not the damage per second, because as you might know, the AK-47 also shoots quite slow in comparison to other weapons. So the damage per second would be lower than this. Alright, and this one basically comes up again with all those other weapons, with P90 and MP7A1, so it's quite the same. I don't have to explain it again. We can directly, if you want to, you can pause the video and read all this stuff, and we can jump directly to the average damage per shot, and we can see it's basically really the same right now. The P90 does like exactly the same damage like the MP7A1. There's just a little difference with the damage in upper body and belly region, which is 2.1 HP damage with the MP7A1 and 2 HP damage with the P90. Please take also into account that this can be influenced by some measurement mistakes, if you want to say so, because I didn't take a ruler or anything and I measured exactly, you know, it was just by looking. So 0.1 HP could be a reading mistake or whatever. So it's like really it's the same damage at all. And this is quite interesting to know, because for a long time the MP7A1 was kind of the best medic weapon. At least when I started to play back in 2009, it was like the only medic weapon, along with K1 of course, because they were so good. And now you can get the P90 for much less in-game dinar, and it's like the same speed. It feels a little bit faster than the MP7A1, the P90. It's just my personal opinion, but I think you can agree with it. And you also got 50 rounds in the P90, where you have only 40 in the MP7A1. I mean, both of them are enough, of course, in regular cases, but why not having 10 extra bullets, you know? So the the P90 is like super good at medic right now. I don't know, I can't imagine any better weapon. Of course, Spaß is like OP in close range, as always, but I don't know, I would go for P90 every day right now. It's my main medic weapon at the moment. There's just nothing which can compare with it. The damage is like average for a full automatic weapon, so the MPX would be kind of the same damage. The MP7A1 has like the same damage, but with the P90 you have low recoil and so much ammo in your magazine. It's amazing. So when I think I'm out of ammo, I look down and I just still have 15 or 20 rounds left to finish someone off. It's super good, this gun. Alright, this was just a short little informative video. If you are interested in the actual DPS, damage per second, for several guns, please let me know in the comments. I don't want to do it just like this because it's quite some work to do, because I would have to count the actual shots per minute or whatever, and would have to break it down to shots per second, and that's kind of hard to do, because you would have to do very precise measurements with frames and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to know something about this and there's something in the comments, I would take into account to make this, to bring out the actual DPS of several weapons. If you have a favorite weapon, you can also let me know. Maybe I have it, and then I can do this one first. Alright, thank you for watching. This is just a little information for you. Have a nice day. See you later.